Hi guys and pals, welcome to our reading. Today we're gonna ask a terrible question, which is gonna be, what is wrong with you? Stick with me, we're gonna use these three decks, tarot and 2 oracles. Let's get to the reading. Okay, so I was gonna do what is wrong with you, but I'm gonna do what is right with you. I think that's what I was called to do. So pile 1, we have the Siren. Pile 2, the Gem. Okay. Pile 3, the Destroyer. All right, that's cool. All right, cool. So we have these 3 little gems. So we have Tiger's Eye for pile 1. I think this is an agate. Has a beautiful pattern. You can see it. For pile 2, the Gem, and then we have the beautiful and marvelous malachite. Malachite? I hope I'm not wrong. Malachite. Yeah, you can see the marbling. So pretty! For the Destroyer. Ooh. Okay. So I'm gonna let you choose. Take a moment to take the energy in, to ask your guides, ask yourself, ask your intuition, what is right with you and which pile corresponds best. So, hello, pile 1, you choose the Siren, the beautiful Siren with the Tiger's Eye. Alright, cool. I'm gonna place this here and we're gonna begin the reading. So this is gonna be, I think, the center. What is right with you? And then we're gonna choose some other oracles and a few tarot as well. So what is wrong with pile 1? What is right? Like, okay, no, you know what? What is wrong with pile 1? Okay, this is what's wrong. Do we want another one? No, we're gonna take 2 tarot here. And where are you going towards, pile 1? The King. Oh, okay, nice. All right, then we have the tarot. I think the tarot is going to be more of a guide here of like how you move from one to the next. Okay, so there's one here and one here. And then we have one more here. This way or the other way? This way. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Okay. We're gonna use the moon deck later. Okay, let me just check in for a second. This is what's wrong with you. This is what's right. This is what's right, and this is where you're going with it. Ooh, honestly, sounds really nice. Okay, so the dead end. I'm sorry to tell you, but what you're doing right now, I feel like it could be more of in a professional way, a relationship. Honestly, I think you know. I think you know what it is. I think you know exactly what this is. I remember once I got this one and like the first thing that came to mind was dead-end job, and I was like, okay, I have to leave my job. So yeah, I think you know exactly what it is, but just in case, I'm gonna explain this to you. The dead end is basically the closed door. Like the universe is telling you, like, no, this is not leading you anywhere. And it's like you can try to bang that door, you can try to open it, you can try to pick the lock, you can try to do everything. It's just not gonna work. I'm sorry. No, that's, yeah. And like there's, I think, a process of grief that has to come from that, because I guess it's something that like has been in your life for a while, or it has like great emotional significance, or had great emotional significance. Not anymore though. I think you can understand that. So the siren. Okay. Trying to see what this means, because it's like, I feel like from here to here, I feel like maybe you already realized that, and you've already been like going through some like processes and like seeing the taboo. So this is a Scorpio in the water. This is not a scorpion, but it's a water crab, so you know. And like, you know, I feel like if it hasn't happened already, like everything is pointing towards a specific thought or pattern of action, or like, you know, thought pattern. Like you can see the moons, there are so many moons, and it's like happening again and again and again, and it's pointing towards the same thing over and over and over. In your, like, I think it's something in your unconscious mind that wants to come out, and it wants to transform, because crabs have that ability to go to water and earth. So you are in this like, not yet in the in-between as the siren would be, but you're like seeing what's deep in the water to like be able to go to earth, right? Because this 10 of gold, yeah, 10 of gold, de oros, this is Spanish tarot. Yeah, like it would usually say like completion. It would say like, hey, your finances are fine. This is like a really neutral, chill card. And I think you want that in your life, but it's not yet time to go to the earth, as it would be with dog. So I think finances, maybe, is it finances? Finances, yeah, finances may be a bit rocky, okay? So there's a lot of things going on, there's a lot of things transforming. This is why it's happening so many times. Like your thoughts are not necessarily going on, okay? Like I need to focus on healing. Like maybe you're focusing on something else, and like that's what you need to do right now. And that's totally fair, honestly. Sometimes it's what we have to do in life. So I'm gonna read you this one from the book. So the Archetypes Guidebook. Oh my god, I love it so much. So this is, let me count. 10, 5, 3, that's 18. Yes, 18. Okay, the siren. The temptress, the seducer, the femme fatale. Oh yeah. The siren calls and the world spins. What we thought we wanted pales in comparison to the sweet allure of her song. We find ourselves lost in a spell of desire and longing, perhaps even lust. Whether the thing calling to us is ultimately good or bad is somewhat irrelevant. It's the journey that matters, and the work of the siren is to take us on a deep psychic descent. Following her song, sorry, no, I wanted to say something because I was just saying like going deep into the sea, and I think the siren is calling for you to do that. So following her song, we go down to a place where lessons are learned and courage must be rallied to find our way back to dry land. This is exactly what I was saying. I love it. Sorry. No, sorry. Okay, I'm here. Let's do it. Try as we might, resisting the call may not even be an option. Yeah. Unless, like Odysseus, we bind our hands to the mast of our ship. It's likely, though, that falling for her call is the only way we will come to live more fully on the surface. When light awakens sensuality, absorption, arousal, when dark, wickedness, adultery, wreckage, betrayal, insatiability. Go deeper, J.W. Waterhouse's Nymph Paintings and Lana Del Rey album Ultraviolence. Damn. Okay, that's one of my favorite albums of Lana, which controversial figure, but yeah. Other iterations of the siren archetype include the nymph, the mermaid, and the fairy. They often come in sets of 3 as a trinity of temptation. The nymph, the mermaid, and the fairy. Oh, that's kind of like the maiden, the maiden, the mother, and the crone. I was like, crow? Not a crow. Crone, yeah. Trinity of temptation. Oh my god, there's something tempting you. What is this? Embodying the siren archetype requires that we explore things that are taboo. Scorpio, sorry, you can see that. Scorpio, there's like a scorpion, like the sign. The siren laughs at conventions and constraints. She eats rolls. Okay, I can see what's happening. Okay, so you've been like bonded basically, but what you were told you have to do. And honestly, I think the universe is like, nah, that's not your thing anymore. I think you're unhappy with it. I think it's not what you want. What's like, it's not what's up. It's not what we like. So what is right with you is, I think, the thing that the siren calls. I think the siren is calling you, but I think you are the siren as well. Like, I think you have big manifestation power. Like, you have like an attraction power, because it's like, yeah, the temptress, the siren, she calls, and like, unless Odysseus is like literally bonded, like, everyone will come to you. So like, I think this is what it's telling me. Like, this card is like, hello. Oh, I just felt it. Like, this card is so powerful, and I think, yeah, like, okay, this taboo thing, when you start going into it, and like, maybe that's like just sexuality in itself, like, you can really start understanding what helps you attract what you're looking for, you know, and that might be sexuality, and that might be something else, but I think, yeah, that's what's right with you. That's what's right with you. And then we're going towards the king. So I think the siren, like, once you're like welcoming that into your life, once you welcome that archetype, because maybe right now it may feel like, oh, what now? Me? Never. You know, but like, just think about it, you know, think about it. And then you will be, I think, also like, once you get into that energy, you will be able to follow your intuition like this. So fucking fast, good, like, your intuition will be so fucking strong. Sorry, cannot do that. Yeah, like, you will heal if you have some physical ailments. Of course, I'm not a doctor, so if you need to go to a doctor, please go. But I feel like there's definitely some healing here, like something related to nature, some herbal remedies, I guess, I don't know. But yeah, like the Trinity. Oh my god, I love the Trinities. Mind, body, spirit will start really like, no, they will really start integrating, harmonizing. You know, I feel like this siren might like give attention to some part of that is not being given attention. This dog, loyal, like I think this will be like your guides, ancestors are like coming in really strongly. They will be here with you, protecting you. You will see them, like you will, yeah. If you see a dog, like, I mean, you may see a dog like so easily, but I guess a dog in nature, or like, wait, what is, I feel like I see like a dog in like bushes, or like in like on top of a bush or something. Like if you see that, just know that your ancestors are here. This is so specific. May not be for everyone, but sure. And the king, I'm actually also gonna read it because I think I've never gotten it. It really reminds me of another card that's called the comic. Because it has this same type of like sun emanating thing, you know, like it's like the sun, you know, and there's like this colors and energy radiating from it. So like it really does go together. To see that, like you will be able to, like, you know what they say, that like the energy you put out you will attract. So I think you will just have like a really, really strong energy, and like really it will go, like maybe you may not feel like this at all right now, and you're like, I have no energy to give at all, you know, but this won't even be like you trying to give it. It's just like, this is just how it's gonna be, like you're gonna just emanate energy without even wanting to, because like that's how much power you have. Power of the siren, honestly, the power of the siren. Okay, so continuing. If our lives are imagined as a kingdom containing the entire spectrum of human existence, the king presides over it all. Through the lens of the king, we assess the state of our land, make decisions, and rule accordingly. Therefore, the king must be thoroughly and regularly vetted so as to avoid corruption. Recognize the dual nature of the king. He is either seated in benevolence and strength, guiding you towards peace, or he is oppressing the weak out of a need to control. There is not much middle ground. Some think of the king as the ultimate expression of the ego, yet the great kings of mythology and history serve from an egoless place. They take their throne with grace and humility, knowing the divine uses them as the channel to heal deep and long-standing discrepancies in the kingdom. Okay, pressure. Right. So the king basically here is telling you, yeah, you're gonna have like full of energy, you're gonna like be able to rule the kingdom with a steady hand, with a seal. I think this really reminds me, like it's the same type of colors of the siren, so I think this siren is going to be the one giving you your presence and your assurance as king to be able to have the effect on others, because your radiance will not touch just the people that you know. Like it will have such a ripple effect that you won't be able to even see it until like way later, because it's gone so far, you know. And like the butterfly effect, but instead of in a catastrophe it will be like a virtuous cycle of The more you give, the more you radiate, the more you will be able to see the positive impact you have on others. So, yeah. All right. So let's use the moon deck for some last, if you have any last grievances. So let's use the moon deck for the last 3 cards. These 3. So we have, I trust the change unfolding in my life. Put it here. Yeah. I am ready, thank you. Okay, I see you. I meet resistance with kindness. Wait, does this, yeah, no, it goes here. Okay, so we have 3, 3, 3, just so you know. So definitely lots of changing. There's a 4 here and a 4 here and 4, 1, 4, 1, okay. Yeah, and this is 40 as well, by the way. Yeah, that's just checking. Then there's 1, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay, 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 I see that. And this is, in total, this is like 12, so this would be a 3 as well, like in numerology. Anyways, lots of 4s and lots of 3s. I trust the change unfolding in my life. There is going to be change. Honestly, it's coming. If it's not, if it hasn't come yet, but I feel like you really are like at this kind of point where you're like, I'm ready to take on the siren. I'm ready to be the siren myself. I'm like ready to go on the next step. I think you've clearly seen this dead end is not for you. You don't want it anymore. You're like, I want to be the fucking king. I want to be the king. I want to be this person. So let's go. Yeah, full moon, like check that. Even though there's like still a lot to process and all that, like there's still gonna be a lot to process, and the siren is gonna come, and it's gonna come again, and it's gonna come again. So it's not gonna be like a one thing, like, hey, it's done, let's go. No. Life doesn't work like that. Well, sometimes it does, yeah. Not this time. And then I meet resistance with kindness. So I think this is just telling you, like, hey, like, you may think that from this point on it will be like everything will be super easy and everything will be super fine and it will be easy and it will be fine, but don't expect to have everything handed to you, okay? A king has to earn his spot, has to be vetted. Like, a king has to be his rightful throne. If not, there's gonna be a coup. We don't want to have a coup here, okay? So like, let's not do that. But yeah, there may be some resistance. Like, even when you're embodying the siren, like, there's still gonna be like some patterns of thought, patterns of action that you need to change and that maybe you've had for 10 years. So like, you know, meet resistance with kindness. Yeah, I am so excited for you. I am very excited that you like really left the dead end and like that, like you really are starting to see like what is right with you and like what you have to give to this world, because I feel like it's so much and so amazing and I'm so excited to see it. So thank you for your reading. Thank you for being here. See you soon. Bye bye. All right, hello pile 2. You chose the gem with the beautiful agate. Oh, I hate that you can't see it. Like, the zoom is not working today. It has a beautiful pattern. Yay. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this here. Let's go for some brown. All right, so this will be your main theme. Now we're gonna look, so this is like what is right with you, and so far now we're gonna look for what is wrong with you. The crown. Okay, this is old. person, old lady, old guy, whatever pronouns are best for you. Okay, wow. Ooh, I've never gotten this one. Interesting. I love channeling other people's energy because there are cards that I would never get, or like I have never gotten, and I get to like see them, and it's like really cool. So now for the Grande Esoterico, we're gonna give 2 cards for this. Ooh, hello. Lovers. No. Okay, Page of... I have forgotten the names. Bastos. I'm sorry, this is Spanish, so I'm speaking Spanish. We have to. So okay. Oh, okay. You know, is this out of this? No, this is good. Okay. So you've gotten an extra card. One way. I mean, I guess both of them have to come out. Like, hello. Cool. I'm so excited. This seems amazing, honestly. Wow. So I'm actually very interested because the crone is like very wise. Is a very wise archetype. But that's what's being wrong with you. So like, I kind of feel like you've been taking yourself like way too seriously. Like you've been, like maybe that's not the right expression. Like you've been trying to be like the responsible person. Maybe I think you've had to be this person, like the responsible person. I don't know, when you were a child or when you were young, or like you had more responsibility than what was ideal, let's say, and so you develop this kind of like internal mechanism of dealing with things yourself and not being able to share it. Okay. The good thing of the crone though is that it's part of the maiden mother crone triad and basically goes beyond duality. So I feel like honestly you've already done lots of healing. Like I'm not saying like you've done lots of healing, like let's recognize that. That's important because like the cards I see here, they're amazing. Okay, so like let's do it. Let's get to it. I'm gonna change this because this is not pretty. Anyways, we love gems here. Okay, so we've got the Lovers. So in this case, the Lovers is like basically you're choosing between like temptation and virtue. And I feel like, honestly, might surprise you, I think like you should choose temptation. Like just risk, you know, get like, because like, you know, like this card is telling you to like be virtuous and all of that, but honestly I think you have been very virtuous. Or wait, I think you've been pushing people away. I think you've been pushing people away, and that's why you're like alone in this card. You know, it's like there's only you, and you're doing your thing, and you're planting your seeds, and you're doing all of that. But I feel like there's something, I feel like you wish there was more people around you. And I'm not saying like as a like lover or as a partner or partners. I'm saying like people, community, like friends, you know? Like all of them are valid. Yeah, I think that's what I'm getting. Yeah, like you did a lot of healing, and honestly I went through the same thing where like there's a moment you just need to like be alone because people are pushing their ideas onto you, and you don't want to do that. You're trying to like figure yourself out, and you're trying to do so many things, and you see all the toxic patterns that people have and the toxic behaviors, and because you see yourself as well in them, so you push them away. But what is right with you, and I think you've already started doing that, is that you're finding the gems in... Alright, so gems, they are deep into the earth. They are like... They've been like pressurized for millions of years. They're like diamonds have been like... are like carbon atoms, right? So the same thing as like carbon, like carbon pencils, or you know, like it's like not really valuable, but because it has been pressurized and it has been hidden and it's been like in the confines of the world and the earth, it has been able to transform and become into this beautiful, beautiful gem. And I think you are seeing that between all of... So in the underworld car, we have these same types of like, I don't know if they are like worms or like, it's kind of like a nest thing, but it's like, you know, it's like, to find the gems, you have to go through like the... How do I say this in a way that is not a swear word? You have to go through it, okay? You have to go through everything toxic. You have to go through everything disgusting, the mud, the dirt, the most icky and disgusting things. And like, I'm not saying like, hey, go into the most disgusting and go into the toxic relationships because you will find a gem. I'm not saying that. Please do not understand that. This is not... I think you wouldn't do that. Like, you've done your healing, you know. But I think you now have enough of an intuition. Or, sorry, let me correct myself. Your intuition is strong enough to be able to differentiate people who have good intentions and are able to be there for you, versus, and that have that gem in their heart, versus people that just won't help you at all. And when I mean help, I don't mean like, hey, I'm gonna use you to do this. Like, people are not tools, right? What I mean is like, support you when you're sad, go watch a movie and distract you when you have, I don't know, a breakup, or there's been a bad day of the job, someone you can call, someone who can just like know you and recognize you and be like, hey, I'm here with you. Even if sometimes they fuck up. I'm telling you, people are like this. We are all humans. And I'm sure you can relate. So, you know, you just have to find the people, and I think they are already in your life, or they have been really recently coming back, that deserve that forgiveness and that deserve that time, you know, and that, yeah, can provide you with what you need. Whoops. Oh, the jade is active. I don't know if jade means something to you, but yeah. So, hello. Then we have the world and strength. So, you know, everything, this is good. This is like, thumbs up. Give a thumbs up to the video. Hey. Yeah, this strength is really cool because it has like this infinity sign. This is an 11, by the way. This is 22, so You're manifesting the thing that you want to manifest. We're gonna see what it is. I don't know if this is what you're manifesting. Yeah, it is what you're manifesting. So it's coming. It's coming. Like 2 arcanes. Hello, 3 arcanes in total. Like major arcana. Yes. Yeah. I think you're going beyond duality. I mean, I think the crone is already saying this, but then you have the gem, and you have like this gem, dirt, like duality, and I think you're going beyond that. You're so fucking strong, so freaking strong. You're like manifesting, like aligned, like oh my god, you're lucky. You're like this is amazing. I'm so happy for you. Honestly, this feels like relief. It feels like relief. It feels like you're gonna get relief from all of this work. And I think you're gonna learn to like, you know what? I'm not gonna get ahead of myself. I think you can discover that for yourself. Very curious about this card, to be honest. What is this? 67. Is there something else from these two? I feel like, yeah. I feel like your spirit. There is one spirit guide specifically. Someone from your family may have gone recently. Okay, I think this is for one specific person. They are telling you it was like a very strong person that you really loved and that you really like admired, and they're telling you that you're by your side and that you're stronger than you think, and that they love you. Okay. And they're saying, don't forget me. I guess they're feeling a bit, they also need the love. Oh my god, okay. Sorry. I'm getting emotional. There's a lot of love here. Lots and lots of love. Anyways, let's check the book for this one. Let's check it right here. So this is the Wild Unknown Archetypes Guidebook by Kim Kranz. Amazing. I really, really love it. So what does it say? 67. 67. Oh my god. Thank god I did Latin. I would not know how to read this. Okay, almost there. One. Okay, the stone. Okay, let me read this for you. I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna read it to you. The stone, the eternal, the anchor, the rock. Yeah. Sorry, it just makes sense. As an archetypal object, the stone holds psychic and literal weight. Its energy is one of permanence, concreteness, and reliability. The stone's ability to transform is nearly imperceptible to us, as it changes ever so slowly over countless human lifespans. What was I talking about? A single stone may see thousands of generations come and go. Therefore, it contains an ancient and eternal presence. The stone is best, sorry, what? May see thousands of generations come and go, therefore it contains an ancient and eternal presence. Wait, there's something. Do you have an agate? Get the agate. Put it in your hand. Feel it. Do this with any precious stones. and you can experience this, okay? Like, listen to them. They have a lot to say. Okay. The stone is best used to anchor our wild side. So, no matter how far we roam, get angry, maybe, sorry. Do you get angry? Find the gem within yourself. Okay, let's normally I'm not this interrupted, but okay. If it happens that you have anger problems, anger is one of the best motivators ever, and I think it's time to confront, to feel, and to really see that your anger is here for a reason. Okay, anger is telling you need to set boundaries, you need to do this thing. Do it. Feel the anger. Be the anger. Be the anger, become the stone. Because I think all of this work, it still feels it's not reliable. It's not fully settled, fully integrated, and I feel that's where you're going towards, but you need to go through the anger. You need to go through the deep, dark stuff and see that shadow work. Yeah, I think through the when you see the shadow, it will show you. It will show you the gem inside. Okay, do I continue to read? Yes. So the stone is best used to anchor our wild side. So no matter how far we roam, we can always find our way back home. It doesn't say home, but I'm saying it. So the stone tethers us to earth, helping to ground and connect us to stillness, quiet, and peace. When this card appears, it is likely the stone is a remedy for what ails us, humble and easily unnoticed. The power of the stone balances the frenzy of our world. Yeah. Okay. When light, steadfast, royal, committed, present, when dark, weighted down, holding back, cold. Go deeper, Caspar David Friedrich. A walk at dusk. Build a cairn, I don't know what cairn is, in nature. Find inspiration in any Goldsworthy stone egg forms. I have no idea what this means, but if it means something to you, please tell me in the comments. Build a cairn, say C-A-I-R-N, in nature. Find inspiration in Andy Goldsworthy's stone egg forms. That must be a sculpture thing. In Jewish mourning traditions, stones are left at graves rather than flowers. Sit with this vision for a moment and see what unfolds. I mean, flowers, yeah, stones stay. Okay, so I feel there's a lot going on, there's a lot you've been working on, there's a lot going on, and and now you're feeling the need to just okay, settle. You need to settle. You need to reconnect with your roots, with who you are, with who your community is, and really, this is what will come: peace, reliability, you will be able to be the person that you want to be that reliable person to other people as well. Because I feel like you do want to be that and you don't know how to do it, and like every time you're like between these two options and without wanting to, there's just this fire that appears and you're like, okay. You don't even know how to deal with that. So yeah, that was specific, that's not for everyone. Of course, take what resonates with you, but this one is harder. I feel like when you're healing, it takes so much energy, and there's this point that arrives where you're like, more? More? When does it end? And I just want to say, like everyone says, it never ends and you just continue to grow, but it gets so much better. Like, it gets so much better, it gets easier, it becomes more automatic, and you're still gonna have to deal with hard stuff, and you're still gonna have to confront difficult things. But I think the fact that you become this person you never thought you could be from all of those things that were before, I think that's worth it. So, last messages for you from the moon deck. Whoopsie daisy. When I let others shine, I shine too. Okay, I see that. Then we have, I unleash my wildness and choose to be free. Okay, cool. And I shed habits that hinder my truth. I release and renew. Okay, so I'm being really called to read this one. I'm just gonna comment on the two of them. Like, again, community, like, I think you're gonna be able to, like, I mean, the gem that is shown on reflects, right? So like, when you let others shine, your gem will be able to reflect, and you will be able to shine as well, right? Because diamonds don't shine, they reflect. Sorry. I unleash my wildness and choose to be free. To be honest, I think what I was saying about anger, I just want to reiterate that, because it's not like confronting your anger doesn't mean like repressing it, and I think this is saying this like super clearly. You get to be wild and you get to be free. You get to use this powerful energy to transform your life and to do what you feel like doing. You can do that. I am giving you permission. If you need it, it's given. Do it. And like, you know, sometimes we just need to lash out, not against someone, you know, just like take a pillow and just like throw it in the ground like 17 times. And scream at a pillow and scream at the sea and like move and like do everything, and maybe we need to do it alone, you know, and that's okay. And then there's this one, which I'm gonna read to you. I shed habits that hinder my truth, and I release and renew. So 32. Rebirth. Oh, rebirth. Yeah, like you're gonna become someone you didn't think you could be. When we've outgrown our old skin, we can shed the layers that no longer serve us. Certain habits reach an expiration date, giving us an opportunity to be renewed. Sometimes we are swept by the motivation to change, and other times we resist letting go. Snake is here to encourage you to shed, release, and renew. She represents transformation, primal energy, and life force, which all need to cyclically shed for true regeneration. Again, transformation, primal energy, and life force. So I think this is like primal energy and like life force, you know. It's like you can see the cycle, transformation, you know. Well, anyways, I think it becomes like the healing thing. It becomes a cycle, and it's a virtuous cycle. So it's like you may see things that you already dealt with reappear, but they will reappear in a new way, and you will be able to go deeper, and you will be able to heal even more, which is a good offering from the universe, if you ask me. So this is time for rebirth. Yeah, go. Let go of habits, stories, behaviors, or relationships. I wouldn't take the relationship one, but sure. That hinder your truth so you can experience an increased life force. If you hold on to them too tightly, they will pollute the present. Yeah. Your past has made you stronger and served its purpose. Wait, I'm feeling... Yeah, just let go. Oof, there's this... I can feel the resistance of letting go, honey. Darling. I know it's hard. And I know it's weird. Like, transformation is never easy. Some, like... You know, butterflies, like caterpillars, when they get in the cocoon, they literally become soup. And that is so weird. That is so weird. And it feels so really strange. But then they become a butterfly and they are able to fly. And like, we want to do that, and it may take a little bit of time, but you are doing great. So you can let go. You can not care. You can care if you want. You can be soft if you feel like it. You know, it's not because you're a stone that you always have to like be super hard. So yeah, your past has made you stronger and served its purpose. Yet, now it can serve you on a new and more aligned pathway. Trust that it is safe to shed and have a fresh start. So, quit being an old person. You are not old. Yeah, you can still live your youth. You can still be wild. You can still choose to be free and like just feel that freedom inside of you. And like feel the wind in your hair if you have long hair. You know, all of that. You know, enjoy. Like, I don't know, work out, move your body. Be the snake. Anyways, thank you for this reading. It has been really, really cool. I really liked it. I hope you liked it too. Please like and subscribe. Love you. See you soon. Bye. Hello pile 3, this is your reading. You got the Destroyer. This is a reshoot. I got a bit overwhelmed with all the feelings that this one called on me. You know, when you read for other people, sometimes you also read for yourself. This was the case. I got a bit, it was a bit too much, but it's okay, we're gonna do it again. So I already have your cards. This is what is right with you. Then we have another card, which is what is wrong with you. In your case, it's the ocean. And then we have what you're going towards, which is for you the bridge. We have some parallels here. You can see that. I'm really excited actually. Because, you know, it's like you get a second opportunity at doing things. So yeah, we have the 5 of Wands here for you, and then we have these two, which is, I think it would be the Hierophant. This one is a Spanish tarot, El Gran Tarot Esotérico. It's actually from the Basque country specifically. So this is a teacher, and then we have the Knight of Swords. Let me just make that straight, as straight as I can, because we're not really straight here, sorry. Anyways, yes. Oh, and let me take this and put it here. Your malachite, beautiful malachite that you got. Okay, so let's start with the ocean. I feel like, have you been trying to tame something and it's been feeling like it just is not working? I think you're not supposed to tame it, and I think that's the ocean. That's what the ocean card is telling you. The ocean card is basically like, when you think about the ocean, you think about water, right? And the sea. Like, you can think about the beach and it's like super chill and you're like laying on the sun, all of that. But then when you go out at sea, like if there is a storm, it can destroy everything. It is so easy to like, you know, the ocean is very powerful. And the thing is that water represents your unconscious and everything you don't understand, right? So I think what the ocean is saying, like, what is wrong with you is that you're trying to tame your unconscious, you're trying to tame something that you cannot understand. And you're trying to force something that cannot be forced. And the ocean is here to tell you it is very powerful, and you need to realize that this is not about you. Whatever you're trying to tame, the unconscious is not just about you. There's your culture. There are so many factors that come in. And I understand it can be very frustrating because, like, you want to change how you think, you want to change how you do things. I'm just feeling like this is not the way, and the way is that something has to be destroyed, something has to die, and I think you are the one who has to be the destroyer. And this reminds me a lot about Kali. I am reading a book called The Ministry for the Future by, let me remind, Robin Kim, no, sorry. What's their name? I don't know. I will put it here. You can see that right there. Basically, it talks about climate change, and it talks about how, like, what happens after climate change actually starts getting really bad and no one does anything. And you start to see how people get this kind of like desperate, and they start doing whatever they can. And there's this thing where they, like, Children of Kali organization appears, and they unalive CEOs that are responsible for climate change, and they start doing a lot of acts regarding this to like actually make a change. And I think it makes a lot of sense with Kali. Kali is the destroyer. I don't know much about her, so you can, like, she's the mother and the destroyer, so I think it works really well, because I feel like here it's like you have to destroy something in order to create, right? But yeah, if you want to research Kali, I think there are some messages there for you. So yeah. Okay, so we have the teacher and we have the knight. I think normally the teacher is like a very wise card, but I feel like here it's like relating to the ocean. It's like you're trying to tell your brain what to do and your brain is not listening. And it's super frustrating, and you're kind of like just like trying to like force it and trying to like full on. I feel like you've got like this anger and this like maybe some like type of like revenge thing going on, or that you would like to enact. Please do not enact revenge. We are pacifists here usually. But in this case, I think what these cards are trying to tell you is that like when you are angry, sometimes what you need to do is not trying to change, but is like try to destroy, right? So let me explain that to you, because I know it's kind of like weird. When you have a big change coming, you have some part of you has to die. For some part of you to be born, some part of you has to die. And I'm not saying it has to be hard and it has to be like very destructive. I'm not telling you to be self-destructive, but if you are feeling that, if you're feeling self-destructive, I can understand. Okay, it makes sense. You know, I feel like you have so much anger built up, and like maybe even it's like someone, or like some pressures of like what you have to be, and like you have to be like this and you have to be like that, and maybe it's one specific person that is like that, or maybe it's just like society's pressure, or maybe it is yourself. But you can self-destroy in very constructive ways. I know it's an oxymoron, but hurting yourself is probably not gonna help too much. So I'm gonna read you this card because I think it has a lot to say. I feel like it has a lot to say, and yeah, I think I'm gonna read you the card. I think that's gonna be the best. So, okay, let me see. Please, like if you want to read all of it, you can pause. I'm gonna read you the main part. So the destroyer, the savage, the unexpected, the rejected. The destroyer, the final of the three archetypes in the trio of existence, has necessary yet painful work to do in the world. Culturally, we have an aversion to endings, and we hang on to permanence as a signifier of success. Yet, the destroyer pulls the rug out from underneath relationships, jobs, homes, and all forms of security. Yeah. I feel like it's really, I can really understand how you're really, really trying to like tame this thing, because it feels very scary to have the things that gave you safety pulled out from you and pulled away from you. And like, I completely get it, and I completely understand. You're so frustrated, and you're like really trying everything you can, and it's not working, and it's like, what can I do? What can I do? Right? And I feel like here the universe is really telling you, like, I feel like honestly you don't have a choice. And I'm sorry, because this sometimes sucks to like realize, but I think the universe has so many beautiful things for you prepared, ready to go, but it needs space. It needs you to let go of the things that you may not understand why, but they are not letting you continue, or they are not letting you like move into this thing that you actually want. I think you actually want this. It's just very scary, and I get it, pile 3. I get it so much. You don't even know how much I get it, but like I know it's scary, but I think the universe is here. It's supporting you. Like, if you need it, ask for a sign, ask for something specific. The universe will provide. Okay? And I think you are a believer. I think you have this spiritual belief, whether it is like Christian God or whatever type. Spirit is here for you. Even if it's scary, I think that scary thing, letting go of that is going to give you so much strength. So I'm going to continue. It's the part of us that wants things to end. The destroyer is the part of us that wants things to end. Its painful orientation is to uncover our true purpose. Okay, purpose. All right. The destroyer. Wait, no, I need to say something. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna tell you a little bit of a story of mine. Every year, for the last couple of years, at the beginning or at the end of the year or at the beginning of the year, I sat myself and I asked myself, okay, what is this new year going to be about? And last year it was the year of success. This year is the year of purpose. And to be honest, I didn't see it for a really long time. I thought about it, and like I couldn't see how that translated into my life. And it's still like, I'm still not sure what it means, but I was very, like, as I was telling you at the beginning, you know, sometimes readings that you do for other people also resonate for you. And I think this reading is, and I think this thing or these things or even patterns or beliefs that you're letting go of, they will make space for you to actually realize your purpose and start like actually working in alignment with the universe, if that's something that you've been wanting. And I think there are some things that you actually do want to end. If you look at your life and if you look at yourself, I'm sure there are things that you're like, why am I even doing this anymore? Or why am I not doing that thing that I want to do? Like, I don't know, for example, working out or seeing friends more, or eating the way you want to eat. Whether that is a specific diet, like vegan diet, or if it's like I want to start taking care of my health more, or any of those things. You know, the destroyer is here to like make space for that, for those things that you actually want. Yeah. The destroyer does not let us linger long in comforts, as it knows not much happens in that realm. With its piercing eyes, it seeks out stagnancy from a distance, and the rest becomes history. In the old myths, this is the moment where heads begin to roll. The ground opens up and the castles crumble. Hold on for the ride. The destroyer has arrived. So, heads rolling. I can see it here, you know, like the knight is here and just, you know, that's a very violent image, but yes. I think this anger that you have is the destroyer incarnated. I think, remember that the destroyer is what is right with you, right? Like, I think, like, these are archetypes. These cards are archetypes. They are the Wild Unknown archetypes by Kim Kranz. Everyone has their archetypes. Sometimes they are more relevant, sometimes they are not, but like everyone has a destroyer and everyone has a bridge and everyone has the ocean. So don't negate that part of yourself. There is this thing in the Wild Unknown, in the box actually, that it says accept all, reject none. And I think that's really wise because we, as I said, we all have these archetypes and you have the destroyer and it's relevant right now. And I think this anger needs to be channeled in this. Yeah. So then we have the Five of Wands. I'm not gonna lie, I always have difficulty with this card because normally they have like a bit of an explanation, right? A bit of some kind of like something that gives you information, right? This one is just like the star, which I know is protective. Give me a second. All right. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of my insight and how I read tarot cards. This card normally says, this is based on the Marseille, Tarot de Marseille, so the Marseille tarot, which is not rated whites. It's another one, a French one, that is extremely old. We don't know where it comes from. It's from the Middle Ages or something. No one knows who made it, who created it. And it basically says obstacles and unsatisfied desires. And honestly, that's not what I'm getting in this reading. So sometimes I will straight up ignore what the usual interpretation is, and I will just take my chances, I guess, and just follow through on my intuition. So in this case, I think the destroyer will make space and it will give you clarity. And I think this card really is telling you this, like, you will be able to focus on what you actually need to focus on and the actual changes, right? 5 is the number of changes, the actual changes that you need to do, right? And I actually kind of love that it's like so blank, because it kind of gives like a neutral energy, right? Like when you have a blank space and a blank page, it's like there's an infinite amount of possibilities, and this can be daunting, but I think that's what needs to be done. So I mean, if you want to try to have like a couple of days of full disconnection from social media, from YouTube, from Facebook, from Instagram, whatever, I think it would do you some good. I think asking for clarity would do you some good. If you really, like, if you don't know what your purpose is and you don't know where this is going, where do you want it to go? Where do you want it to go? Like, what do you want? You know? Not like, yes, the universe, like, will tell you and will provide space. And yes, you do not have a choice with this, but you have a choice later. There's an infinite of possibilities, and you have a purpose, but you can do it in so many ways. And you don't even have to know exactly what your purpose is. So, yeah. And finally we have the bridge. Most beautiful card. I love it. Like, I feel like here we had, like, with the ocean, right, there's this parallel, right? And here there's this big, this eye, right? It's an eye, but it's like dark, and it's like there's this darkness in your subconscious, right? And here it's like rainbow colors, you know? And it's so cute, and I think this is kind of telling you that you will harmonize your unconscious to be able to actually create something. And I feel I'm getting something about community. Like, the bridge is usually like bridges, you know, you see the two hands, there's like the bridge between two, but I feel like I'm getting something about community, and I'm especially getting something about one specific person. I don't know if that's if you're with someone, or you're single, or you are looking for a new relationship, in case you're poly, but I feel like the universe is bringing you someone that will, maybe quite literally or metaphorically, like, offer you a hand so you can take it and actually feel their presence and be supported and actually feel like you're in a partnership. You know, you're no one's parent, you're no one's like caretaker, like a true equal partnership. Might uncover some things about your sexuality too. That is very specific for maybe a couple of people. But yeah. I think you will be able to create, like, even with friendships and, like, in general, you will be able to create, like, authentic relationships based on love, based on trust, you know, because, you know, there's the unconscious. You never know what's happening there. You don't know if there's going to be a storm. You don't know what's going to happen, but you trust in this person. You trust that they're going to still be there, you know, and you cannot trust when you know. That's the thing. When you know something is going to happen, you don't have to trust. You already know. Trusting comes when you don't know. Yeah. So, let me give you the last cards from the Moon deck. You have I am courageous, steady and strong. You have my instincts keep me adaptable in the face of any obstacle. Oh, then we have this is the purpose card. I have unlimited potential and claim my purpose. All I need is within me. And actually you got an extra card, which is I trust the mystery of life. So I think the universe is not like fully going to reveal everything. I feel like, at least in my case, I feel like the universe does like to surprise, you know, it does like to do that. And oh, actually, trust. We were talking about trust. Yeah, trust in the mystery, trust in the unknown, trust in the universe and spirit and God, that it will be here and it will come. And you know, there are 2 full moons. So we, like, as I'm recording this, just a few days ago was the Aries full moon. So I guess the next one will be the Taurus, but I'm not getting that one. I think, I don't know why, but it's like reminding me of eclipse season. I don't know if Taurus full moon will be an eclipse, but I think the eclipses will clarify a lot of this, especially if you're asking for clarity, it will come. But let me go back to these ones. I am courageous, steady, and strong. You are strong. Like, this anger is part of your strength. The thing is that you've been trying to like tame something that is not tameable, right? Like, you can tame a lion, but it will still be wild. You know, it will always be a wild animal. And there's a lot of fire energy. Like, there's like Aries, Lion, Leo. Like, Scorpio is not fire, right? But this is like a very fiery card, right? Like, this is where I got the anger thing. And I think you need to remember this. I think you know, but I think you need a reminder that you are courageous and that you are strong and that you can do this. And even if it's hard, you can do hard things. And even if you don't want to do it, you can do it. And I don't think you don't want to do it, because I think you do want to get there. I'm really proud of you, honestly. This is not an easy path to walk. Like, and I'm so proud of you, because like, actually arriving to the point of wanting to realize your purpose and realize and uncover that, just uncover it, just being aware of it, not even like doing it, but being aware of your purpose, that's already like you are so special for doing that. And you are so far ahead than so many people. And this is hard, but you're doing it. I think you're doing it. And maybe even in the unconscious, like, so many things are happening. And I think this one is really appropriate. My instincts keep me adaptable in the face of any obstacle. And there's so much like mushrooms, and like, this is the first card of the whole deck. And I think you have to go back to basics, go back to your body, go back and ground yourself, because you know what to do. You have so much in your past that you've learned, right? So I think you just need to remind yourself, you know what to do, you know who you are, you know that good things are coming. So honestly, congratulations. You deserve congratulations. I know it's scary, and I already said this already, but you deserve congratulations, because leaving things that are not good for you is a cause to celebrate. And I think it's absolutely appropriate if you want to actually celebrate what is coming and celebrate the future and celebrate that you're uncovering your purpose and celebrate yourself. You deserve it. So that was it for today. Thank you, pile number 3. This has been an amazing reading, honestly. And I hope to see you soon. Like, subscribe, comment what you thought, comment what you think is coming, and if you had any intuitions about this, I will be so curious. So, thank you. See you soon. Bye bye.